You don't notice it right away. One day it's just a little harder to get out of your chair. Another day your legs feel heavier walking up the stairs. And before you know it, your legs aren't what they used to be. This isn't just aging, it's muscle loss. And it starts in your legs before anywhere else. But here's the truth. With the right foods, you can fight back. You can rebuild. You can walk with power again. In this video, we reveal 6 specific foods that quietly strengthen your legs from the inside out. Stay with me, your strength starts here. You don't feel it happen, not at first. You still move around, still carry groceries, still get up from your chair without much thought. But then one morning, something's different. You hesitate before rising. Your legs feel heavier. That second flight of stairs leaves you a little more winded than it used to. You chalk it up to aging. You tell yourself it's normal. But deep down, you wonder, when did this get harder? The answer? It didn't happen all at once. It happened slowly, quietly, over time. And it happened where most people never expect it, your legs. The muscles in your legs are some of the largest in your body. They're your foundation. They hold your weight, power your steps, and keep you upright, balanced, and independent. But they're also the first to weaken when your body begins to lose muscle. This condition has a name, sarcopenia, and it starts as early as your 50s. Every year, you can lose up to 1–2% of your muscle mass, and the legs go first. Why? Because they're used the most. They carry you all day long. And when they don't get the support they need, enough protein, enough circulation, enough recovery, they begin to shrink, slowly, silently, until one day you realize you're not just getting older, you're getting weaker. It begins with small things. You sit down harder than you used to. You pull yourself up instead of rising with strength. You grip the railing when you didn't need to before. And then comes the stiffness, the soreness, the fatigue that doesn't fade. You're not imagining it, your body is telling you something. And if you listen, you can change the outcome. Because here's the truth. Muscle loss isn't inevitable. It's not some curse you have to accept. It's something you can fight and even reverse if you start giving your body what it truly needs. The right foods, the right fuel, the right habits. Your legs may be the first to go, but they can also be the first to come back if you nourish them properly. And the stakes couldn't be higher. Weak legs don't just make life harder, they increase your risk of falling, the #1 cause of injury in older adults. One bad fall can change everything. Broken bones, hospital stays, lost independence. But with stronger legs comes stability, confidence, movement, and freedom. You don't have to fear the stairs. You don't have to hold your breath every time you stand up. You can rebuild. You can feel steady again. And it all starts with what's on your plate. In this video, you'll discover 6 powerful foods that help strengthen your legs from the inside out. Foods that fight inflammation, boost circulation, repair muscle tissue, and keep you moving confidently through the years ahead. Because your legs weren't built to fade. They were built to carry you forward. Let's show them how. You don't feel it happen, not at first. You still move around, still carry groceries, still get up from your chair without much thought. But then one morning, something's different. You hesitate before rising. Your legs feel heavier. That second flight of stairs leaves you a little more winded than it used to. You chalk it up to aging. You tell yourself it's normal. But deep down, you wonder, when did this get harder? The answer? It didn't happen all at once. It happened slowly, quietly, over time. And it happened where most people never expect it, your legs. The muscles in your legs are some of the largest in your body. They're your foundation. They hold your weight, power your steps, and keep you upright, balanced, and independent. But they're also the first to weaken when your body begins to lose muscle. This condition has a name, sarcopenia, and it starts as early as your 50s. Every year, you can lose up to 1–2% of your muscle mass, and the legs go first. Why? Because they're used the most. They carry you all day long. And when they don't get the support they need, enough protein, enough circulation, enough recovery, they begin to shrink, slowly, silently, until one day you realize you're not just getting older, you're getting weaker. It begins with small things. You sit down harder than you used to. You pull yourself up instead of rising with strength. You grip the railing when you didn't need to before. And then comes the stiffness, the soreness, the fatigue that doesn't fade. You're not imagining it, your body is telling you something. And if you listen, you can change the outcome. Because here's the truth. Muscle loss isn't inevitable. It's not some curse you have to accept. It's something you can fight and even reverse if you start giving your body what it truly needs. The right foods, the right fuel, the right habits. Your legs may be the first to go, but they can also be the first to come back if you nourish them properly. And the stakes couldn't be higher. Weak legs don't just make life harder, they increase your risk of falling, the #1 cause of injury in older adults. One bad fall can change everything. Broken bones, hospital stays, lost independence. But with stronger legs comes stability, confidence, movement, and freedom. You don't have to fear the stairs. You don't have to hold your breath every time you stand up. You can rebuild. You can feel steady again. And it all starts with what's on your plate. In this video, you'll discover 6 powerful foods that help strengthen your legs from the inside out. Foods that fight inflammation, boost circulation, repair muscle tissue, and keep you moving confidently through the years ahead. Because your legs weren't built to fade. They were built to carry you forward. Let's show them how. At first glance, they seem simple. Just a root vegetable, soft, orange, sweet. But don't be fooled by their humble appearance. Sweet potatoes are one of the most powerful allies your legs have, especially as you age. Behind their earthy taste is a complex combination of nutrients that fight fatigue, reduce inflammation, and help your muscles recover from the quiet strain of daily life. They don't just feed you, they fuel you. And if your legs are getting weaker, these might be the first food you need to bring them back to life. As you get older, your muscles stop bouncing back the way they used to. Every step, every lift, every climb creates tiny tears in the muscle tissue. Tears your body used to repair quickly, often overnight. But with age, that process slows. And when your muscles don't recover, they begin to shrink. You may not notice it right away, but over time, you'll feel it. Heavier legs, longer rest between activities, stiffness in the morning that didn't used to be there. It's not laziness, it's not just getting older. It's your body falling behind on repairs. And sweet potatoes can help catch it up. Why? Because they're packed with complex carbohydrates, the kind of fuel your muscles crave, not the kind that spikes your blood sugar and crashes your energy like white bread or sugary snacks. Sweet potatoes break down slowly, giving your muscles a steady stream of fuel throughout the day. That means more endurance, less fatigue, and fewer moments when your legs feel like lead. But fuel alone isn't enough. Your muscles also need support. Vitamin A, found in abundance in sweet potatoes, plays a key role in tissue repair. Beta-carotene, their bright orange pigment, acts as an antioxidant that protects muscle cells from damage. These nutrients help reduce the silent inflammation that builds up in your body over time, the same inflammation that makes muscles stiff, joints ache, and recovery feel impossible. And there's more. Sweet potatoes are rich in potassium, one of the most underrated minerals for muscle health. Potassium supports nerve function, hydration, and muscle contraction, which means fewer cramps, better balance, and stronger strides. If you've ever felt your legs twitch, cramp, or go weak unexpectedly, a lack of potassium could be part of the problem. This one food can help restore that balance. Even your gut plays a role in leg strength. If your digestion is sluggish, your body won't absorb the nutrients it needs to build and maintain muscle. The fiber in sweet potatoes helps keep your digestive system moving and your nutrient absorption high. That means every meal you eat goes further toward rebuilding your strength. So how do you bring sweet potatoes into your life? Roast them, mash them, add them to soups, salads, or smoothies. They're easy to prepare, incredibly versatile, and they won't leave you feeling bloated or sluggish like processed carbs do. Because what your legs need most right now isn't just exercise, it's fuel, real powerful fuel. And sweet potatoes deliver it in every bite. They sit quietly in your pantry, unassuming, familiar, maybe even a little boring, but oats are more than just a basic breakfast food. For your legs, especially legs that feel tired, heavy, or unstable, they're a lifeline. In each spoonful of oats is a steady stream of energy, gentle protein, and minerals your muscles depend on to stay strong. You may not think of them as powerful, but when it comes to long-term leg strength, oats punch far above their weight. Let's start with energy. The kind that lasts, not the sugar rush and crash of processed foods, but slow release, dependable fuel. As we age, our ability to regulate blood sugar weakens. High spikes followed by sharp drops leave us feeling drained, dizzy, or sluggish, especially in the legs. Oats have a low glycemic index, meaning they release energy slowly and evenly. This keeps your muscles fueled throughout the day, not just for an hour. When your energy is stable, your legs don't give out mid-morning. They carry you upstairs, out the door into your day with confidence. But oats do more than energize. They support the rebuilding process too. Every day, your muscles experience small tears, especially in the legs. And every day, your body works to repair them. That process requires protein, and oats deliver it. While not as dense in protein as meat or eggs, oats contain plant-based proteins that are easily digested and helpful in maintaining muscle mass. They give your muscles what they need to repair, grow, and stay firm. And then there's iron, a mineral often overlooked, but absolutely essential for leg strength. Iron helps transport oxygen through your blood, getting it to your muscles where it's needed most. Low iron means low oxygen, and muscles starved of oxygen feel heavy, tired, and weak. Oats are naturally rich in iron, so if you've felt winded on the stairs, fatigued while standing, or just not yourself, oats may be part of the fix your body is quietly craving. Another silent culprit behind aching, cramping legs is magnesium deficiency, and oats can help there too. Magnesium keeps your muscles from stiffening or cramping during the night. It helps them relax after work, and it supports smooth, coordinated movement. Without it, legs can feel twitchy, restless, or tight. If you've ever woken up with a leg cramp that made you jump out of bed, magnesium, or the lack of it, might be behind it. A daily serving of oats is one of the simplest ways to restore balance and keep those muscles calm and ready. And don't forget fiber. A healthy gut is key to absorbing nutrients, and oats are rich in soluble fiber that helps improve digestion and increase the uptake of essential vitamins and minerals. That means everything you eat after your oats becomes more effective, more supportive, more powerful for your body. Oats aren't flashy, they're not trendy, but they work every day, every bite. They stabilize your energy, nourish your muscles, and keep your legs working the way they're meant to. Strong, steady, and ready for anything. It's creamy, rich, and often labeled as trendy, but avocado is far more than a social media breakfast star. For aging legs, it's one of the most powerful foods you can eat. Inside that smooth green flesh is a cocktail of nutrients specifically built to protect muscle, fight inflammation, and restore flexibility. If your legs feel stiff in the morning, if your knees ache, or your balance seems off, your body might be calling out for what avocado quietly delivers. Let's begin with fat, because that's where avocado truly shines. But not just any fat. Monounsaturated fats. These are the good fats, the kind that soothe inflammation rather than stir it up. As we age, chronic low-grade inflammation becomes a constant background hum in the body. You might not feel it as a fever or a sharp pain, but you feel it in the stiffness in your joints, the tightness in your calves, the aching thighs after a short walk. Avocado's healthy fats help put out that fire. They calm the tissues, ease the joints, and give your muscles a better environment to thrive in. Then there's potassium, the unsung hero of muscle function. Most people think of bananas when they hear potassium, but avocados contain even more. Potassium is essential for nerve signaling and muscle contraction. Without enough of it, your muscles may cramp, shake, or feel unusually weak. It's also a key player in maintaining hydration at the cellular level. Crucial, because dehydrated muscles are stiff muscles. If you've been waking up with tightness in your legs or struggling with sudden spasms, a potassium deficiency might be part of the problem. An avocado offers a delicious solution, but that's not all. Avocados are also rich in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that helps protect your muscles from the slow breakdown caused by oxidative stress. Think of vitamin E as a shield. It guards your cells from everyday wear and tear, the kind that adds up over time and leads to muscle fatigue and weakness. With age, your body produces fewer antioxidants naturally, which means you need to get more from your food. And avocados deliver. The benefits go even deeper. Those same healthy fats that reduce inflammation also help improve circulation, ensuring your legs receive a steady stream of oxygen and nutrients. Better blood flow means faster recovery, less heaviness, and more stamina. Your legs don't just move, they thrive. That means you can walk farther, stand longer, and feel more stable in your body. And the best part? Avocados are incredibly easy to use. Spread them on whole grain toast, blend them into smoothies, dice them into salads, or just enjoy them with a little salt and lemon. The key is consistency. It's not about eating an avocado once and expecting miracles. It's about including them regularly as part of a leg-strengthening lifestyle. Because sometimes the best support doesn't come from pills or machines. Sometimes it comes from a soft green fruit, calming your inflammation, strengthening your stride, and helping you feel like yourself again. They're small, colorful, sweet, almost too simple to take seriously, but don't underestimate the power packed into a handful of berries. Strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries. They may seem like nature's candy, but for your legs, they're medicinal warriors in disguise. Loaded with antioxidants, rich in vitamin C, and uniquely anti-inflammatory, berries are one of the most effective and underrated foods for preserving leg strength as you age. Here's the truth. Your muscles are under attack every day. Not by injury or overuse, but by something far more silent and consistent: oxidative stress. As we get older, the balance in our body shifts. We produce more free radicals, those unstable molecules that damage healthy cells, and fewer antioxidants to fight them off. The result? A slow breakdown of tissues, including the muscles in your legs. You may feel it as stiffness, as slower recovery, as that frustrating weakness that seems to show up without warning. Berries are your defense. These vibrant fruits are loaded with antioxidants, particularly anthocyanins, the compounds that give them their deep red, blue, and purple hues. These antioxidants don't just float around doing nothing. They seek out free radicals and neutralize them before they can damage your muscle fibers. That means less wear and tear on your legs, less soreness, more strength where you need it most. But berries also go beyond muscle. They protect your joints. As you age, inflammation creeps into the joints around your knees, hips, and ankles. You feel it as creaking, tightness, maybe even pain. Chronic inflammation can lead to long-term damage, arthritis, instability, and reduced range of motion. But the anti-inflammatory compounds in berries help fight back. Regular intake has been shown to reduce joint pain, ease stiffness, and help restore smoother, more comfortable movement. And here's something most people don't realize. Berries are also key to collagen production. Collagen is the protein that gives your muscles and connective tissues their structure, flexibility, and resilience. Think of it as the glue that holds everything together. But collagen naturally declines with age, unless you support your body in making more of it. That's where vitamin C comes in. Found in abundance in nearly every berry, vitamin C is essential for collagen synthesis. The more you consume, the better your body is at keeping your muscles and joints firm, flexible, and responsive. There's even a bonus: brain support. The same compounds that protect your muscles also boost brain function, helping improve focus, memory, and coordination. That means better reflexes, quicker adjustments, and stronger mind-body connection, something every older adult needs to avoid slips, falls, and accidents. And the best part? Berries are easy to enjoy. Add them to oatmeal or yogurt in the morning, blend them into smoothies, eat them fresh by the handful, make a simple compote with water and cinnamon. Just don't make the mistake of thinking they're just for summer or dessert. Because while berries may be small, their impact is massive. They preserve strength, protect joints, and rebuild the very foundation your legs depend on one bite at a time. One bite at. It doesn't roar with power like red meat. It doesn't shout with flash like trendy superfoods. But salmon, quiet, pink, and tender, is one of the most powerful allies your legs will ever have. In every flaky bite lies a perfect combination of muscle-repairing protein, anti-inflammatory fats, and vital nutrients that your body needs now more than ever. If your legs are starting to feel slower, stiffer, or simply not as strong as they used to be, salmon could be the key to getting them back. Let's begin with the obvious: protein. As you age, your body breaks down muscle faster than it can rebuild it. This imbalance leads to sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, which hits the legs hardest and first. Your quads, calves, and glutes are responsible for lifting, balancing, walking, and stabilizing. Without adequate protein, they slowly fade. Salmon provides a complete, high-quality protein source, rich in the amino acids that rebuild and protect muscle tissue. It's not just about preventing muscle loss. It's about actively restoring strength with every bite. But salmon goes far beyond protein. What truly sets it apart is its wealth of omega-3 fatty acids. These healthy fats fight the very inflammation that stiffens your joints, slows your recovery, and silently weakens your legs day after day. You may not feel inflammation as pain, not at first, but you feel it as that morning tightness, the soreness that lasts longer, the muscles that don't quite respond like they used to. Omega-3s go to work at the source, calming that chronic inflammation and giving your muscles room to heal and breathe again. And there's more. Salmon improves circulation, something most people don't realize is essential for muscle strength. Good blood flow means more oxygen and nutrients delivered directly to your legs, more waste products removed, and faster, more complete recovery after every movement. When your circulation slows, your legs feel heavy, tired, and weak. But with salmon in your diet, your blood moves more freely, carrying energy where it's needed most. Even your nervous system benefits. The omega-3s and B vitamins in salmon, especially B12, help keep nerve signals sharp and responsive. That means better balance, quicker reflexes, and a stronger connection between your brain and your body. If you've ever felt a moment of hesitation when stepping off a curb or shifting your weight, those nerves might be lagging. Salmon helps keep that communication strong and clear. And don't forget the heart. A strong heart powers strong legs. Salmon's healthy fats support heart health, reduce blood pressure, and improve cholesterol levels, all of which improve stamina and endurance. Best of all, salmon is easy to add. Grill it, bake it, flake it into salads. Use canned salmon for quick meals. Just 2 to 3 servings per week can have a visible impact on your leg strength and mobility. Because this isn't just about eating well, it's about walking well, standing tall, and taking every step with power. Salmon doesn't just feed your body, it saves your steps. They've sat on your breakfast table for decades, boiled, scrambled, sunny side up. Familiar, simple, easy to overlook. But eggs are more than just a morning ritual. They're a nutritional powerhouse hiding in plain sight. And for your legs, especially legs that are losing strength, stamina, or stability, eggs might be the most underrated weapon in your kitchen. Packed with complete protein, vitamin D, and the little-known but essential nutrient choline, eggs rebuild muscle, sharpen movement, and restore strength from the inside out. Let's start with what your muscles crave most: protein. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at repairing muscle tissue. The amino acids that once kept us strong now pass through without doing enough of their job. To counter this, you need full-spectrum amino acids, the kind that provide everything your muscles require to grow and recover. Eggs have them all. One egg contains all 9 essential amino acids in exactly the right balance. That means every bite is helping you push back against muscle loss, particularly in the legs where sarcopenia strikes hardest. But that's only the beginning. Vitamin D, another critical nutrient found in eggs, plays a major role in muscle function and balance. Without it, even strong muscles can falter. Low vitamin D levels have been directly linked to poor coordination, slow reflexes, and an increased risk of falling, all of which start with weakened legs. Many older adults are deficient in this vitamin without even knowing it. Eggs, especially those from pasture-raised hens, are a natural and easy way to restore what your body may be missing. And then there's choline, a nutrient most people have never heard of, but every muscle relies on. Choline supports neuromuscular function, the crucial communication between your brain and your legs. Every time you rise from a chair, shift your weight, or adjust your balance, your nervous system sends a signal to your muscles. If that signal is weak or delayed, your movements become unsteady. You might feel off balance. Your steps might shorten. Your reaction time might lag. Choline helps ensure those signals stay strong and sharp, keeping your legs coordinated and responsive. Eggs also contain B vitamins, healthy fats, and antioxidants that work together to reduce inflammation, improve energy production, and protect muscle cells from the slow damage of time. You may not feel the change immediately, but over days and weeks, your legs will begin to feel more solid, more stable, more alive, and they're so easy to prepare. Boil a few for the week, scramble them with vegetables, make an omelet or a protein-rich breakfast sandwich. Even a soft poached egg over a salad adds richness and strength. You don't need a dozen a day. Just 1 or 2 consistently can make a difference. Because sometimes the answers aren't in new fads or supplements, they're in the foods we've always known. Eggs aren't just breakfast. They're recovery, they're balance, they're power, wrapped in a simple shell. You used to move without thinking. Walk for hours. Get up from the couch and go. But now, things feel different. You pause before standing. Stairs feel steeper. Your legs burn faster, tire sooner, and sometimes feel like they belong to someone else. You haven't stopped living, but your body seems to be falling behind. And here's the truth most people don't hear enough. You're not imagining it, and it's not just getting older, it's muscle loss. And it starts in the legs, slowly, silently, and far earlier than anyone expects. After the age of 30, you begin to lose muscle mass. By the time you reach your 50s, that loss can accelerate, up to 1 to 2% per year. And by the time you're 70, you may have lost over 25% of your original muscle mass, especially in the lower body. This condition has a name, sarcopenia. It's not a disease, it's not a failure, it's a natural process, but one you can slow, stop, and even reverse with the right choices. And it begins with understanding what's really happening. As your body ages, 3 key things change. First, protein synthesis slows down. That means even when you eat protein, your body doesn't use it as efficiently to rebuild muscle. Second, hormonal shifts, including declines in testosterone, estrogen, and growth hormone, make it harder for your body to hold on to the strength it once had. And third, chronic low-grade inflammation creeps in, interfering with recovery and silently breaking down tissue. The result? Your legs start to fatigue faster. Movements that were once automatic now take effort. And your risk of falling, stumbling, or simply avoiding activity rises. You're not weak, you're underfueled. And that's where nutrition comes in. Food is your first and most powerful tool. But not just any food. You need high-quality protein to trigger muscle repair. You need omega-3 fats to reduce inflammation and improve cellular function. You need vitamins and minerals like vitamin D, magnesium, iron, and potassium. Nutrients that support muscle contraction, nerve function, and endurance. But it's not just what you eat, it's also how often. Consistency is everything. One protein-packed meal a week won't stop muscle loss. But a daily habit of nourishing your muscles, that's where strength begins to return. That's where you turn the tide. The food you choose today determines how you move tomorrow. Each bite is either building strength or silently draining it. And the good news? You're in control. Whether it's salmon on your plate, oats in your bowl, or berries in your smoothie, you're feeding more than hunger. You're feeding your foundation. So the next time your legs feel heavy, don't just write it off. Listen to what they're saying. They're not giving up. They're asking for support. Give them what they need, and you'll be surprised at how much they still have to give back. Because tired legs don't mean it's over. They mean it's time to begin. With knowledge, with action, and with food that fuels a better tomorrow. It doesn't scream, it whispers, it doesn't leave bruises or broken bones, but it does leave you slower, stiffer, and silently weaker. You may not realize it, but every time you wake up with aching legs, every time you feel that dull throb in your knees after a short walk, every time you stretch and feel like your muscles just won't loosen, that's inflammation talking. And if left unchecked, it will quietly steal your strength, one day at a time. Inflammation isn't always bad. When you're injured, your body sends out inflammation to heal. But when that response never shuts off, when it becomes a background signal running every day, it turns into a problem, what doctors call chronic inflammation. You won't see it in a mirror. You won't necessarily feel sick, but you will feel it in your legs, in the heaviness, the slowness, the longer recoveries, the stiffness that clings to you long after the movement is over. And the older we get, the more common it becomes. As your body ages, your immune system becomes less efficient, more reactive. It starts responding to things it shouldn't. Poor circulation, oxidative stress, even certain foods, all can trigger your body to behave like it's constantly under threat. And when it does, your muscles suffer. Inflammation damages tissue at a cellular level. It interrupts the signals needed for repair. It slows protein absorption. It starves your muscles of the recovery they need to stay strong. You may think it's just age, but often it's this invisible storm inside you. The good news? You can fight back. And you don't need medications or complicated routines. You just need the right foods. Sweet potatoes, for example, are rich in beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant that calms inflammatory pathways. Berries, bursting with anthocyanins, actively reduce joint swelling and improve recovery. Salmon, with its omega-3s, works at a deep level to reverse inflammation at its source. Avocados provide monounsaturated fats that soothe tissues and reduce stiffness. Even oats contain compounds that help lower markers of inflammation throughout the body. And what do all these foods have in common? They're natural, whole, unprocessed. And when you eat them consistently, they begin to change the terrain inside your body. Inflammation doesn't vanish overnight, but it does weaken. And as it weakens, your strength returns. Movements feel smoother. Muscles ache less. That heavy-legged feeling, it starts to lift. But here's the catch. Just as food can heal, food can also harm. Highly processed snacks, refined carbs, sugary drinks, and artificial ingredients feed the fire. They create the perfect environment for inflammation to thrive. So every bite becomes a choice: fuel the fire or calm it down. If your legs have felt older than the rest of you, if the aches have become more frequent, if the stairs have started to win, pay attention. Your muscles may be strong enough, but inflammation is getting in the way. And now that you know what it feels like, you can finally start doing something about it. One meal, one bite, one better choice at a time. You might think your legs are tired because you walk too much, or because you didn't sleep well, or maybe just because you're getting older. But what if the real reason runs deeper? Beneath the skin, beneath the muscle, all the way into your veins. What if your legs are struggling not from overuse, but from lack of supply? Because when circulation slows down, so does everything else. Every step you take requires oxygen. Every movement, every lift, every balance correction depends on fuel being delivered and waste being carried away. Your muscles need a steady flow of oxygen-rich blood to function, and even more when they're healing, growing, or under stress. But as you age, your circulation naturally declines. Blood vessels become less flexible. The heart pumps with a little less force. The legs, being farthest from the heart, suffer first. And the signs show up quietly. Your feet feel colder. Your calves ache after standing too long. Your legs feel heavy by midday. You might notice small bruises that take longer to fade, or swelling around the ankles. These are not just aging problems, they're signals. Signs that your muscles aren't getting what they need, and that weakness is setting in, not because you've stopped trying, but because your body isn't delivering the tools your muscles require to stay strong. But here's the good news. You can change this. Food doesn't just nourish your stomach, it nourishes your blood. Certain foods are known to support healthy circulation, improve blood vessel flexibility, and help your heart do its job more efficiently. Start with salmon, packed with omega-3 fatty acids that make blood less sticky and reduce arterial stiffness. Omega-3s are like a lubricant for your cardiovascular system, keeping things moving, flowing, working. Then there's berries, rich in antioxidants that protect blood vessels from damage and encourage the production of nitric oxide, a compound that helps widen blood vessels and improve flow. Oats, often seen as just a breakfast staple, contain soluble fiber that helps reduce cholesterol. Why does that matter? Because lower cholesterol keeps arteries clear, and clear arteries mean stronger legs. Your blood can reach where it needs to go, without resistance, without backup, without delay. And don't forget dark leafy greens like spinach or arugula, cooked if you're worried about oxalates. They're high in nitrates, which convert into nitric oxide and help open blood vessels, making circulation smoother and more effective. Pair these with citrus fruits for a vitamin C boost, which strengthens capillary walls and further enhances delivery of oxygen. Even hydration plays a role. Your blood needs fluid to flow. When you're dehydrated, everything slows. Your heart works harder, your legs feel more sluggish, and fatigue sets in faster. Water, herbal teas, and potassium-rich foods like avocados all support better fluid balance and circulation. So the next time your legs feel tired, ask yourself, is it really muscle or is it delivery? Because if your blood isn't reaching your legs, your strength can't either. But the fix isn't complicated. With the right foods, eaten regularly, you can get that flow back. And with it, the strength to move through life with ease again. You don't feel it happening. You eat, you chew, you swallow, and then the rest is invisible until slowly it starts showing up where you'd least expect it, in your legs. The truth is, your gut has more to do with your strength than most people realize. Because what you eat is only half the story. The other half, what your body can actually absorb. And that process begins in the gut. If your digestion is sluggish, inflamed, or out of balance, your body can't break down food into the nutrients your muscles need. You could be eating all the right things, lean protein, healthy fats, colorful vegetables, but if your gut isn't doing its job, your muscles remain starved. And that shows up as weakness, fatigue, longer recovery, legs that don't bounce back like they used to. The gut is where protein becomes amino acids, where minerals like magnesium and iron are absorbed, and where vitamins are taken in and delivered through the bloodstream. But as we age, the gut can become less efficient. Digestive enzymes decline. The lining of the gut may become more permeable, leading to inflammation. Bloating, irregularity, or discomfort may increase, but often, even without obvious symptoms, your muscles are missing out. So, how do you fix it? How do you feed not just your appetite, but your strength? Start with fiber, specifically soluble fiber. Found in oats, sweet potatoes, and berries, this kind of fiber supports the growth of good gut bacteria. These bacteria don't just help digest your food, they produce short-chain fatty acids that reduce inflammation and improve nutrient absorption. A healthy gut biome is like a well-tuned engine, smooth, efficient, and quietly powerful. Then there's fermented foods, like plain yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, and miso. These contain probiotics, live bacteria, that help restore balance in the gut and aid digestion. When your gut has more good bacteria, it can process protein better, break down fats more efficiently, and extract vitamins like B12 and D, which directly affect your muscles, bones, and nerves. Hydration is just as critical. Without enough water, your digestive system can't move nutrients efficiently. Dehydration leads to constipation, slower transit times, and less effective absorption. And all of that impacts your energy and muscle performance, especially in the legs. Don't forget about healthy fats, like those in avocado and salmon. These fats help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, and K, which are crucial for muscle repair, bone strength, and inflammation control. If your diet is too low in fat, or your gut isn't absorbing fats properly, these vitamins get flushed out instead of used. It all connects. A weak gut creates weak absorption. Weak absorption creates weak muscles. And weak muscles affect how you stand, walk, move, and live. But the fix doesn't start in the gym. It starts on your plate, with foods that feed your gut, and through it, your legs. Because movement doesn't start in your feet. It starts in your core, in your cells, in how well your body turns food into fuel. Strength begins there and grows outward. Maybe you didn't notice it at first. A small ache in your legs, a moment of hesitation before standing. The stairs that used to be easy now feel like a challenge. But little by little, the signs appeared. Quietly, gradually. And suddenly you began to wonder, is this just aging? Or is something deeper changing inside me? The truth is, yes, your body is changing. But no, it's not over. In fact, your strongest years may still be ahead. Not because you're turning back time, but because now, for the first time, you truly understand what your body needs to stay strong. We've been told strength comes from the gym, from grit, from pushing through. But real lasting strength, especially in your legs, starts with something quieter. It begins with consistency, intention, and the quiet power of everyday choices. Every time you eat a meal that feeds your muscles, sweet potatoes, salmon, oats, you're telling your body, I'm still building. Every glass of water, every stretch, every night of restful sleep is a vote for your own independence. Every time you swap inflammation for nourishment, every time you support your gut, your circulation, your recovery, you are laying the bricks of a stronger tomorrow. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to overhaul your entire life. But you do need to commit to small, powerful habits and stick with them. Because strength doesn't return overnight, but it does return. Maybe you start by adding eggs to your breakfast, or by keeping berries in your fridge. Maybe you say yes to salmon twice a week. Maybe it's as simple as replacing white bread with oats or whole grains. These aren't just nutrition tips, they're actions. They're investments in the way your legs carry you. Today, next month, 10 years from now. And it's not just about mobility, it's about dignity, confidence, freedom, the ability to go where you want, live how you choose, and never feel like your body is holding you back from what matters. You may have been told to expect decline, that weakness is inevitable, but decline is not destiny. You are not at the mercy of time. Your muscles are listening. Your body is still adapting. And with the right support, it will respond. So let this be your turning point. Let this be the moment you decide not to give in, but to lean in, to nourish, to rebuild, to strengthen what remains and grow what's possible. Because age does not define you. Weakness does not define you. You define you. With every smart meal, every mindful step, every act of care, you're not just maintaining, you're reclaiming. And if you stay consistent, if you keep feeding strength instead of surrendering to softness, you will feel it return. The steadiness, the power, the quiet confidence in your legs and in your life. Your story's not slowing down, it's just shifting forward. And the path ahead, you're more than strong enough to walk it.